people on the show yesterday were sending me messages and they were saying stuff like, Anton, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. And I said, what do you think? What do you mean I'm wrong? What am I wrong about? Iran has not accepted the ceasefire. And I said, they absolutely have. And so a lot of people wanted Trump to be so wrong and they wanted him to be off about the whole thing. And so they were just adamant. They were adamant about the fact that, no, we don't like it. No, there's a ceasefire. There's not a ceasefire, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But officially it was going into place. But as usual, Netanyahu, bad actors, overly zealous and overly aggressive, and Trump is pissed about it. So as of today, as Trump was boarding Air Force One, he had some words and he was pissed off and he let a couple F-bombs fly. This is what he had to say. If somebody start walking out like that, you know they tired and you know they pissed off. You know they're tired and they're pissed off. Grabbed his shirt right off the rack. Didn't even put on the tie. Don't have his usual red hat that he usually wears as he's going and board on Air Force. Trump always got on the hat. He always got on his Make America Great Again hat, and he always has on a tie. If they walk out like this, the first and the last whooping that I've ever gotten in my life came when my father walked out like this. When my dad walked out like this, I got one whooping by my dad in my entire life. Never do it again. Dad taught me everything I needed to know about life. I see my life flash before my eyes when he walked out like that. We had a pool table in the basement. We had a pool table in the basement in Green Lawn, and it wasn't a good day that day. That was a very, very, very sobering day for me, and just changed the trajectory of my whole summer. My whole summer was different after that. I remember the year. I remember the day. He walked in like that. I thought I was cool because I was getting older. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a good day. When my dad walked in like this, yeah, it didn't go well.
Mr. President, the Middle East just woke up to a new dawn because of the ceasefire. Mr. President, Israel said ceasefire breaking is an impact.
I don't think so, but I'm not happy that Israel's going out now. There was one rocket that I guess was fired overboard. It was after the time limit, and it missed its target. And now Israel's going out. These guys got to calm down. Ridiculous.
How will you respond if the ceasefire is fired?
I didn't like plenty of things I saw yesterday. I didn't like the fact that Israel unloaded right after we made the deal. They didn't have to unload. And I didn't like the fact that the retaliation was very strong. But in all fairness, Israel unloaded a lot. And now I hear Israel just went out because they felt it was violated by one rocket that didn't land anywhere. That's not what we want, I'll tell you. And I'm telling you, I'm not happy about that, Israel, either. All I do is play both sides. I'm going now, as you know, to NATO. Some of you are going with me, and I think it's going to be successful. We'll see. I'll let you know.
Are you going to speak the agreement? It's a new dawn in the Middle East, thanks to the agreement you managed to achieve. What are your future plans for the region, for Saudi Arabia, Israel, Gaza, the hostages?
Look, you're asking me about women in the Middle East. It's getting a lot better. Things are happening at a high level. As you know, Saudi Arabia's done a really good job. It's coming out far faster than I thought. So we're very happy about what's happening with women in the Middle East.
No, I'm talking about a new dawn in the Middle East that you managed to achieve last night.
Yeah.
The region is going to a new place with this agreement. Can you tell us what's your future plans for Gaza, for the hostages?
Yeah. It's a new dawn. I appreciate the question. You're very nice. Who are you?
Thank you. I'm Neria Kraus from Israeli Channel 13 News.
Well, we have to have Israel calm down because they went on a mission this morning. I got to get Israel to calm down now.
Did you get to speak with the Prime Minister? Did you talk to Prime Minister Netanyahu last night?
I speak to everybody.
You urge both sides not to violate the ceasefire, but reports coming from the region suggest that sides accuse each other for violating the ceasefire. So
I think they both violated it. I don't think I'm not sure they did it intentionally. They couldn't rein people back. I don't like the fact that Israel went out this morning at all, and I'm going to see if I can stop it. So as soon as I get away from you, I'm going to see if I can stop it, okay?
Have you spoken to him this morning? How confident are you that Iran's completely demolished?
I think it's been completely demolished. I think the reason we're here is because those pilots, those B-2 pilots, did an unbelievable job. And you know, the fake news, like CNN in particular, they're trying to say, well, I agree that it was destroyed, but maybe not that destroyed. You know what they're doing? They're really hurting great pilots that put their lives in the line. CNN is scum, and so is MSDNC. They're all.
Oh my God. Jesus. Yo, Trump don't mess around. Trump is, he just say exactly what's on his mind. I think he wants to destroy MSNBC and CNN. He hates those news outlets. He hates, I think he hates CNN more than he hates MSNBC. He called them scum. He says CNN is scum. And so is MSDNC. He said, Jesus Christ. Yeah, he is. He crashing out. He is crashing out, but I like to see it.
And frankly, the networks aren't much better. It's all fake news, but they should not have done that. Those pilots hit their targets. Those targets were obliterated, and the pilots should be given credit. They're not after the pilots, they're after me. They want to try and demean.
You don't believe that Iran can rebuild its nuclear program?
That is true, and that's the problem. And he said, they're not after the pilots, they after me. And that's why he hates CNN and MSNBC so much. He said that that's the whole thing of the Democrat Party. That's the whole thing of liberals in general. I said it last night. I said it yesterday. I said it the day before, and I don't understand it. I've said it. I said, I don't understand why liberals hate Trump so much that they're willing to throw other people under the bus in order to try to disparage his name. Not only that, I was looking at the live coverage when CNN got the word that Iran had accepted the ceasefire, blew their mind. They didn't give them no credit. They just pivoted. They just went over into something different. They tried to act like it wasn't, because it was at the moment that they were talking junk about him, and then Anderson Cooper jumped in and was like, I'm just getting word right now that Iran accepted the ceasefire and Trump has gotten a ceasefire between both nations. It was almost like they were disgusted. They were disgusted at the fact that we were no longer, or we were at some point going to see peace in the Middle East, and we were going to see peace between nations that have been warring, or at least some form of peace and working towards it, that have been warring for a long time. They were aggravated and angry at the fact that Trump had secured a deal between the two at the same time of eliminating the nuclear sites. He is absolutely right. And that's why when you see these lawsuits that he don't settle, he don't allow for them to settle. He go for the gusto. He absolutely want to destroy these places.
Iran will never rebuild its nuclear. From there? Absolutely not. That place is under rock. That place is demolished. The B-2 pilots did their job. They did it better than anybody could even imagine. They hit late in the evening. It was dark with no moon, and they hit that target with every one of those things, and that place is gone. But when I see CNN all night long, they're trying to say, well, maybe it wasn't really as demolished as we thought. It was demolished. You take a look at the pinpricks, and you see that place is gone. And I will say, I think CNN ought to apologize to the pilots of the B-2s. I think that MSDNC ought to apologize. I think these guys really, these networks and these cable networks are real losers. You really are. You're real losers.
Israel says that they violated the peace.
You're gutless losers. I say that to CNN because I watch it. I have no choice. I got to watch that garbage. It's all garbage. It's all fake news. But I think CNN is a gutless group of people, and the people that run it, nobody even knows it's been sold so many times, but the people that run it ought to be ashamed. MSDNC, a guy named Brian Roberts, he heads it. He's a disgrace. He's a weak, pathetic disgrace.
Hey, imagine being an anchor at one of these networks and you're not like a big deal yet, but you're on the way and you're on the come up and you're making some waves and you're starting to grow and stuff like that. And then you see Trump call your name out and say that you're a weak, pathetic loser while on the way to go and take care of some business. He don't even try to mince words. He name names. He say exactly what he don't like about you. I love this guy. I 100% love this guy. He don't even blink. He just start naming names. He got receipts. He got things in his back pocket. He is one. he ain't missing, not even a little bit. He does not care. He absolutely doesn't care, and he going for the gusto.
That Iran violated the peace agreement and the ceasefire agreement. Do you believe that Iran is still committed to peace?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if Israel is committed?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I've never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what they're doing. Do you understand that? You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what they're doing. Do you understand that?
Yeah, he mad. He mad. He is mad right there. He is mad. That's the time that you just kind of leave dad alone. You just be like, you know what, we just gonna go ahead and leave out for a second. We gonna take a couple days and go on vacation and stuff. Just yo. I think he's doing a hell of a job. I think he's doing a hell of a job. I think that Trump, and I said it yesterday, people don't like what it is that I said. They are absolutely angry at it and all of this stuff. But the fact of the matter is, I think that Trump is doing the greatest job in our lifetime. I believe that he is going to go down as one of the greatest in history, one of the greatest presidents of all time.